Well, first of all, thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you for being here, because I think it's the signal that you believe that the thing can be or can be done better than actually is done. The situation in the central Mediterranean changed drastically recently. We witnessed a clear and steady violation of the norm and international convention, which I'm sure the next speakers will help me to depict better. Moreover, we are witnessing an operation aimed to repress the humanitarian action in the area created with both formal and informal methods by political and media players. This operation took the actual situation of void due to the absence of the NGO and any other form of assistance in the central Mediterranean Sea. The decrease of the NGO presence is the consequence of the formal and informal policies activated by several authorities which use normative obstacles and other tools to limit the operational freedom of NGO. Concretely, this is what happened starting from more or less the first half of 2017. Attacks, slanders and lies against the NGO works by several media and politicians. Change of attitudes by members of the operational room of the General Command of the Italian Coast Guard. The Italian Maritime Rescue Coordination Center changed its attitude from total collaboration to hostility, mistrust, and lack of collaboration. The criminal behavior of the cold Libyan Coast Guard has never been explained by who is in charge to coordinate and to control them. Closure of Italian harbors happened without any formal administrative order. It is important to highlight that this closure was applied with communication on social media and without following a normal and formative path. In the same way, the Maltese authority blocked NGO ships without any formal communication or using vague form is a clear example of the situation of Sea-Watch 3, which is deliberately and arbitrarily detained in Malta. And again, sailing boat Astral was not allowed to refuse on exemption of the taxes payment as it should by norm, with a consequent huge increase of the price of the fuel, for example. Moreover, the boat owner was not allowed to enter into the harbor for the new supplier that rotate the team. These are only few examples. Obviously, these events are caused by political pressure by the European government and Italy on the government and authority that are the first protagonists of the migration management. The dynamic of field operation has been completely twisted. The international norm say that rescued people must disembark as quick as possible in a safe harbor. This used to happen perfectly with the coordination of Italian Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, but now it is more ambiguous, as the coordination by Libyan authority is operatively not practical at all. The operation on the Mediterranean Sea are almost exclusively managed by the Libyan Coast Guard under the direction of the Italian Navy in the frame of the Operation Nauras. This direction is not clear and not public, even if it does not seem to be covered by secret either. I would like to remember that we learned about the operative direction of the Italian warship Gatti on the Libyan Coast Guard just because of the document released by the prosecutor's office of Catania during the investigation of the seizure of the open-armed vessel. This information created sensation. The other present entities in the area are Operation Sofia of UNAR format that is fight against the human trafficking, the Operation Tenth of Frontex that is border control, Operation Mare Sicuro with Italian Navy that is security and supervision of the Mediterranean Sea. There are military operations and ATO that I don't have any information about this. and there is no formal search and rescue operation in the area. Unfortunately, we cannot receive information right now concerning the running rescue operation of these weeks, since there is a lack of public diffusion of information about it. There is also no detailed information about the people taken back to Libya by the Libyan Coast Guard and by cargo ship as ASO 28, from as previously denounced publicly. This point might be highlighted. We can declare that it's a step back on the running of the rescue operation. The MRCCs are asking for support of cargo vessels which are navigating in their area. This procedure is like the procedure put in place even before the Italian Mare Nostrum rescue operation. During the NGO's presence in the area, this kind of request of cargo vessel support were highly decreased. Currently, the Italian Coast Guard operative direction is not active. The call for help to the NGO about what in critical situation follow more or less this procedure. Messages from the Italian Maritime Rescue Coordination Center arrive mostly through written Inmarsat device message. The message also explains how to contact by phone or by email the Libyan authorities, the Navy or Coast Guard, it depends. And this is for ask for the coordination of the entire procedure and the entire operation. The Maltese authorities often send a text with the information about the boat rescue, relaying a received message from Italian Maritime Rescue Coordination Center. The Libyan Coast Guard contact by phone the NGO boats. The communication has some issue due to the lack of the English from the Libyan side. The Libyan Navy often contact also by email the NGO, which make the communication a little bit better. The attempt to contact the Libyan authority phone number usually results hard. The numbers are often not active. They don't answer at all, or the person handling does not speak English. Moreover, during the last rescue operation operated by NGO Proactive Open Arms or SOS Mediterranean with the vessel Aquarius, the attitude of the Libyan Coast Guard was quite ambiguous. In some cases, the Libyan Coast Guard itself asked for the intervention of our boat in calm and kindly way. In others, they announced that fake targets with a clear intention to send us away from the area. In other cases, they announced to have everything under control, even if they were not operating any rescue operation. Once the NGO finished the rescue, the Libyan Coast Guard indicates to ask to another Maritime Rescue Coordination Center the assignment for the place of safety, the port of the disembarkation. During this phase, the consequences of the closure of Italian and Maltese harbor are clear and evident. They create the dramatic condition of longer standoff and waiting time for the people on board. All of us, we can remember the example of vessel Aquarius or the USA Navy vessel Trenton, our vessel Open Arms, or Charlie Papa, the last one, Charlie Papa 941 of Italian Coast Guard Nave 18. This catastrophic scenario produced that currently we can count on a few operative remaining rescuing organizations. SOS Mediterranean, with the vessel Aquarius, is close to restart navigating under a new flag after the British government announced they will move away their flag from the vessel. Proactive Open Arms, the boat Open Arms had to move its operational area to Western Mediterranean. This decision was a hard decision. It was due to the inability to count on a safe and close harbor, which means longer standoff at sea, more navigation days than expected to reach the only harbor that seemed possible to use. Is Al Jazeera, really far away from Libya, is one of the last faraway port of Spain. All these variables are not manageable for us with a 40 years old tugboat of only 36 meters of length, which cannot guarantee safe conditions for the rescued people and the crew without any sure situation about port of disembarkation. We also had to consider the huge amount of the rescue operation on the Western Mediterranean Sea, so we decided to try to help Spanish authority and Salvamento Marítimo. Our other vessel, which I am the captain, Astral, is not active on rescue operation for the same reason. It's a 30-meter sailing boat, and it's really hard to stay with several days with people on board. But and for that, we cannot guarantee condition and for the rescue people. But the Astral will work on the Central Mediterranean in monitoring operation, denouncing the violation of the human rights and supporting the other NGO that we hope will be in the area. On the other side, Sea-Watch, the Sea-Watch 3 keeps not receiving the authorization to leave the Maltese hour by the local authorities, even if all the inspection of the flag state have declared everything in order. The authorities are still not allowing to depart of the boat. Same case applied for the airplane Mumbai. Lifeline is still stuck in Malta. The captain is under accusation. CI boats is in Tunisia and Seafox in Malta with a contention with a flag state. Colibri, the NGO Below Volontaire from France, it flies from Lampedusa. It receives now permission to refuel with a car fuel and to self-manage directly on the island. No other offer of permission was given for alternative refuel for the solution. There is a Spanish NGO, Pro-Email and Salvamento Marítimo Humanitario SMH. They have the intention to join the aid operation at sea. They have a boat called Aitamari, but there is no update about possible start of operation. There is some conclusion about all this scenario. From the 26th of August, no NGO rescue vessel is operating on the main migration route between North Africa and Southern Europe. Following the Italian Maritime Rescue Coordination Center data, the consequence of the force to ban NGO operating from the Central Mediterranean Sea is it produces a clearly decrease of arrival. This is minus 83% between July 2017 and 2018. But the loss of life at sea has increased. From July 2017 and July 2018, plus 130%. In June, minus 86% of arrival, but plus 6% of death. Some days ago, the news from NGO about more than 100 people died in the shipwreck in the first early days in September. And one conclusion is we really know what is happening right now on the Central Mediterranean Sea. We will denounce the entire violation of human rights and the lack of the protection of the life in the area. Why there are all these efforts from the policy power to ban our presence from the area? I think the answer is quite clear, isn't it? Thank you very much.